Welcome back, everybody, to Seattle Town Hall, the podcast. I'm Dylan Krasinski, with you as always, and my co-host, Mike Kerrigan. As always, this podcast is out every Wednesday. You can rate, review, and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. We post the clips, and let's get into it. Our guest today, very happy to have her on, Jiaoying Summers.
Hi, I'm so excited to be with the Seattle people.
They're
so cute, and the linen pants, and the shoes. This is like the banana shoes, the
Yeezys, yeah.
I know my shit.
I appreciate
Those
that.
boys are not fucking around.
Yeah, you're the first person to comment and know what linen is because these American trash, all they know about is jeans.
Dude, listen, Mike always tells me, Mike's like, when it gets to summer, he goes, I don't wear shorts, I wear linen pants. This is a guy who sleeps on his floor because he has back problems, refuses to go to a chiropractor, and then spends $150 on linen pants.
Yes, Alex Crane Collection. Look him up online. He's the linen artist.
Yeah, linen also let your balls to breathe.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
this girl knows her stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And when he need to have sex, the balls are well relaxed. They do a good job. That's why he's investing the money on his linen pants.
Thanks for the hype up. I needed that.
That's what Mike's thinking about when he buys his pants. Is all the time.
I'm like, I need these pants are for sex. I need these for sex.
These are my sex pants. Oh, God, good God.
All right.
Oh man. Well, we're super happy to have you here. Very excited. You came in hot. You came in ready to talk.
I am. Yeah,
Talk some
I have
shit.
tears in my eyes. I went to their bathroom. I threw up, but I cleaned it up because.
Wait, did you really throw up in the bathroom?
I threw up because the Uber driver, it was awful. The first time I don't call Uber black, they fuck you. Like this guy, he I don't know. Can I say the race of this person?
I mean, it's
His name
you,
is
not me.
Deep. I don't know how to say that. He actually. Do you know those people? They are very nice to you.
Yeah.
But they suck at what they do.
Yeah, that's a tough thing, tough situation.
He's like, Hi, come on in. Do you need this? Do you need that? I say, there we go. That's sweet. Then he just drives like he just stops like there's an earthquake every second. I just was so dizzy. I was so angry. Like he's awful. He's an awful driver. If an Asian woman tell you you're a bad driver, you should kill yourself.
Wow. And with that, we'll be taken off YouTube.
No holds bars, though.
No,
I
can't
love
say
that. I love that.
If an Asian woman tell you're a bad driver, you should not be driving. Take the subway, bitch. You don't make it Uber money. You're not qualified. Can I disqualify him as an Asian woman crying and throwing up about how bad he is at the driving?
Well, technically, he's Asian, too. India is part of Asia, is it not?
Is it? I'm kidding. I thought he was Pakistani.
I mean, the reality is I did not have like a lot of confidence in that, so you could have fooled me.
Yeah, he got super nervous.
I just hate it when you are super sweet and you suck at your job. Like when I prefer he's like, you come up, you Chinese cunt, sit there and you stupid bitch. But he drives smooth like butter. Like that'll be better.
Yeah, I prefer someone who's bad attitude, but great at their job. That's what I like.
Like if eventually we just we want people to be like eventually like efficiency is everything. Like you have to be good.
I get super impatient in the city, especially because everything is so quick. I get impatient when people are like slow. There's a CVS right by my apartment that I go to. There's always a line out the door. There's always only one person working the cashier. And I'm like, what the fuck is the holdup? Okay, let's pick up the efficiency.
It's the self-checkout registers, man. They've slowed it all down.
That is true.
They only got one person working.
They also steal things.
You know what the biggest problem is, honestly, with a lot of the CVSs in the city is they have everything behind these locked glass things.
Yeah, we can't buy anything.
Dude.
My eyelashes are locked in there because bitches be stealing lashes.
Yeah, they lock the shampoo. I'm like, who is stealing the shampoo? So then you got to ring the bell and they take forever. Dude, I've gone in there to shop at least 3 or 4 times and walked out straight up. I won't wait. I hate it.
Probably faster to order from Amazon. Amazon sponsor us.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, dude, let there be light.
Let there be light.
We've had a light bulb out, Seattle Town Hall podcast. We do everything serious, and the light just went on.
So let's get a little rundown for the viewers. You're an LA girl, correct?
I am a basic LA bitch.
Okay. You single?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you start comedy in LA?
Yes.
How did you?
Beautiful story.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, it kind of is.
How did you get into comedy? Let's get into it.
I mean, first of all, I failed in acting. That's I auditioned for Fresh Off the Boat and didn't get a call back. But I'm too fresh off the boat for the Fresh Off the Boat. My accent is too much because they want somebody who is a whitewashed Virginia girl to play a woman who's fresh off the boat. I just don't get it. Virginia. She's from Virginia. Constance Wu. She live in fucking Silver Lake in LA. That's a basic beach town. I'm pretty sure she's wearing a butt plug walking around with her pet rabbit. Rabbit is food.
This is a clip. This is definitely going to be a clip.
So you're saying
not Asian.
You're saying she's like a fake Asian.
She's basically this banana, which is yellow in the outside, white in the inside. Like
ooh, wow, that's a new racist term
I've
for
never
the pod.
seen.
Is that a slang you made up, or is that a known?
It's
slang?
an existing slang that's not offensive.
It's not offensive?
No.
I mean, I think if I or Mike said it, it would be very offensive.
Yeah, but I can say that because I don't like people who is more successful than me. I'm bitter. I'm bitter.
I like that. Hey, listen, I like that you're self-aware that that's why you're saying these things. I appreciate that. You know?
I know. Like when you know you're a piece of shit, life just got easier.
I like the honesty.
I auditioned for John Singleton's show called Rebel. It's like a cop. It's a black girl, and then she has a Chinese American sidekick. That girl's name is Karma. She's from Oakland, San Francisco, but this like local Oakland accent.
Mm-hmm.
And I auditioned for that girl. I got a lot of good feedback, but I couldn't get a job because they want a girl who has an accent that's a Chinese girl, but was born in America with no Chinese accent.
Oh,
so it was really sad. John's like, oh, I remember I was auditioning and I forgot my line. I just literally did some improv and said something really funny. I don't know what was funny, but he was laughing. He's like, you are so funny. You should do stand up. I'm like, okay, do I have the job? He's like, no. So I'm like, okay, thank you. And then he's like, oh, can I have your number? Because I want to call you to make sure you go to an open mic. I'm like, what?
I'm sure that's why he wanted your number. That's,
right? So I gave him my number.
Classic director-producer creepiness.
Call me next week. He texts me this clip of Ali Wong. He's like, oh my gosh, she's so funny. I love her. You should watch her shit and you should do that. You should do stand-up. I'm like, no. He's like, I'm like, if you really want to help me, you book me for the job. You can change the role into this girl from China. But he just didn't mention that, but he just keep pushing me to the open mic.
That's
Eventually,
good.
I did my open mic and everything. And then he just told me that I had a baby. And he said, well, let's have lunch. And I saw your open mic clip. You are great. And maybe I can film your special in a few years. I also direct a lot of stuff. And then we never had lunch. He died.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Out of this weird brain aneurysm out of nowhere.
Whoa.
So I wasn't really serious about stand-up until he died.
And what year was that?
That was right before I opened my comedy club. Right before.
Like what
A
year?
little bit.
Before the pandemic? During the pandemic?
A month before.
Okay,
the
cool.
pandemic that I decided to just do open mic, do show, really pursue it, which is I would be on stage for 5 or 8 hours. So eventually I bought my own club so I can be on stage. Because, you don't own the club. You are new at open mic. There's no stage time for you. Zero. You don't get to be on shows. Mm-hmm. So because I own the club, I can be on every show. I practice. I'm a workaholic. And I also blew up on TikTok during the pandemic. So pandemic came. I'm like, oh my God, how do I pay the rent? I start selling my Birkin bags. And then I decided to do TikTok. I'm like, also, this year, I can't do anything. Let's be productive. So I also had a baby.
So you got a baby. So you were married at the time.
Yeah, I got a baby out of it. For the pandemic, I got 1 million followers. Now it's 1.1. And then I got just working on writing jokes every day because I do 3 jokes, 4 jokes. I just post on TikTok and I see which one go viral. Then I just use that one as the thing I should write more for stand-up. Because if they go viral on TikTok, 1 million views, I think there's something there. So I just expand the joke.
And throw them your TikTok since you're speaking about it so everyone can follow you.
Jiaoying Summers, at Jiaoying Summers, Jiaoying. Everything is Jiaoying Summers, my name.
That's smart. We have so many comics on and people and it's like not their name. Mine is Dylan Krasinski. Everything's Dylan Krasinski.
Yeah.
Everything for him is Mike T. Kerrigan.
Smart.
No, but it's not because I couldn't get Mike T. Kerrigan on TikTok. It's already taken.
Oh.
That's the problem with mine. So it's like Michael Kerrigan 855 or something. I'll throw it up later.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but some of these comics intentionally, they'll have a pun as their Instagram handle. I'm like, what are you doing?
That's
dude?
not good marketing.
It's bad marketing.
Yeah.
It's funny, but
my
it's
club
bad marketing.
in Hollywood, the name is The Hollywood Comedy.
Mm-hmm.
people are like, this is not even a name. I'm like, you search Hollywood comedy in Hollywood. That's the first one.
That's a good
point. Go above all other places. That's the location. What is this place? It's a comedy. I care about marketing, like make it easy. I always make sure I treat everybody stupid, so I can make sure I take care of them. I don't have to explain anything.
Yeah.
Because I can be very stupid sometimes, and I just want to make sure what would the stupid people think.
Yeah, it's like having AAA accounting in the phone book.
Yeah, I just
Hollywood comedy.
Yeah.
Perfect. I think that's great.
End up being people like, was the Hollywood comedy what? I'm like, I don't speak English. That's what. I ran off ink. That's what we got, bitch.
And are you a fan of PC? Are you a PC comedian or non-PC? What do you think? Talk to me.
Fuck PC.
Oh, that's good. We love that on the Sea Otter Town Hall podcast.
I just wanted to make confession.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of feminists coming to me, being very angry at my videos about Amber Heard. Hi, ladies. Here's my message. Now Amber Heard is also gonna get canceled for being a cunt. So people ask me, I think Amber Heard confessed being a movie with Louis C.K. What do you think? What I think is that I'd rather have Louis C.K. jerk off and come on my face. At least the comedy is funny with talent than seeing Amber Heard crying with her cheek implant floating around like a dumb bitch with no tears.
There you go.
That's very PC.
Yeah, I'm a radical feminist, but that's another story.
Are you?
Yeah, because my views on the military, like a lot of people think I'm not a feminist, but if it was up to me, it would only be women on the front lines of war. Women only.
Are you team Amber?
Oh, she'd be on the front lines, baby. Forget about it.
Oh my God. Well.
All right, so tell us about where you were. You're from China, right? What part of China?
North part, Henan, which is the central China, where the poor people are.
So were you raised poor? Are you like what?
I was born poor, but my mom worked hard, and my father is still drunk. But my mom worked hard, and she just owns restaurants. So I grew up well off because I have.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And she's in America or in
When I was
China?
growing up in China, yeah. I grew up in China until I was 18. I came here, so I always had 2 nannies. I had people pick. Yeah, I wasn't
nannies?
Rich.
Oh, damn.
I wasn't rich when I was a child, but I don't know how to be poor.
Yo.
I wasn't that poor. I was like poor when I was very little. I don't remember. When I started remembering things.
That's the best time to be poor, before you can remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. Like then I just remember I can just eat whatever I want in the restaurants. And
so what age was that? Do you remember?
I think when I was having really care about people wearing nice clothes, like I don't have. It was 8. Then my mom started making money. Then I always wear the best clothes, and I just even we were 8, 11.
Wow,
so
that's pretty nice. I mean,
so it's not rich, but it's better. It's
to have 2 nannies in the United States. You got to be rich. You got to be pretty rich.
Were your nannies Jamaican or what?
No, they are just old Chinese ladies. They work for us, but if I eat too much, like, don't be a fat bitch. But it's normal. So I don't eat too much.
Yeah, is that a big thing in Chinese culture for women to be skinny and all this?
Yeah, you have to be 80 pounds. You have to have a vision
skinny
face like a shovel because you are ready to dig your grave, bitch. And you have to also they have the IV transfusion to get a certain chemical to reduce your melanin.
Oh, they want to be whiter?
Bleach white.
Really?
That's the standard of beauty.
Wait,
I'm ugly in China.
Is that a joke? That comes from like an IV?
Rich people, they use it.
Dude,
Poor
that is
people
so
just
gross.
be dark and be poor, be ugly. Because I'm ugly in China for being dark.
Well, you're not ugly, so don't worry about that.
Wow.
Second, the 90s, like, Jiaoying, you are a little bitch, but thank God you are dark, so you can't go anywhere.
You know
Because
what?
I'm mean to them, then they're like, oh, I don't even want to be mean to you because you're so dark. Life is gonna.
Yeah, that's maybe when I
you.
first met her in the green room at the comedy show. First of all, I thought she was wild because she's just, a lot of people are more, she's just saying whatever comes to her mind, going crazy. And she's like, you must be the most privileged person in America because I'm so white and my eyebrows are white.
They are see-through.
Yeah, they are see-through.
Mike's eyebrows are see-through.
They are.
Yeah, it's
it doesn't really work that way, as you'll see. I'll show you pictures of my apartment. And you'll see my privilege.
Oh yeah.
You have a really nice bleached eyebrow.
I don't bleach
fashion.
them. It's
That's
all
high fashion.
natural, baby.
See, but the supermodel bleach it to make their eye pop.
Mike's. I think you get the wrong impression of Mike. His pants. He's very misleading with the lifestyle he's leading with those pants. I mean, he's not
I live a
$150
great lifestyle.
pair of pants guy. So the one thing I do like, I feel like I feel like I've heard a lot of people talk about that, but in like Chinese culture, I feel like bullying is very accepted. Like
I literally, so for example, I said, Mom, I want to be a comedian. We were in a restaurant. So she's like, what? Oh, she's like, come closer to me. She started whispering. I said, why are you whispering, Mom? She's like, I'm saying some wisdom to you. Those people can't hear. They didn't pay for it. Then can't give them the wisdom for free. Look at that person. He think he's good actor, whatever. You know, and I'm like, what do you want to say? Like, she said, just because you failed as an actress doesn't mean you can make it as a comedian. Then she said, come closer. And I'm like, what? She said, come closer. This one is very important. You need to know. Not all ugly people are funny.
So your mom thinks you're ugly?
Yeah. I
That's
want Miss
horrible.
China in LA in a beauty pageant. I said, Mom, I want Miss China. She's like, what? I've seen the other girls. Oh, I see. China and America is at war, but American people are very smart. So they select the most ugly Chinese girl to be Miss China to get back to us. Tricky. Sorry, I can't.
Oh, great. It's buzzing. You guys can't hear it because you don't have the cans on. Hold on. All right.
Can I do it?
Hold on. I can hear
I'm
it.
sorry. I just get emotional when I think about my mom.
I appreciate that. That's
I have a
fine.
minute.
Was your all right? We'll wait till the mic's back.
Technical difficulties.
It's all good.
We're good.
I just drink some coffee too.
Yeah, drink some coffee. Yeah, that's a good idea. Was your mom? Would you consider your mom a tiger mom? Did she make you play piano or any of that? I don't know why I just said piano the wrong way. That'll be in the comments.
Well, my mom.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you, Mike.
yeah,
My
no
mom
problem.
did not make me play piano because she said your hand is too short, too ugly. Your sister's finger taller and skinnier.
Let me see
you
your
can't.
hands.
She said you can't play piano.
So are your hands too big or too small?
My finger too short and too fat. So my sister was playing piano. I was not
I
allowed
have short,
to play
fat fingers
piano.
too. It's sad. I don't like
Yeah.
it. So you have siblings?
I have a sister.
Younger or older?
She's young. She's very skinny and pale. So she is pretty.
So isn't that's kind of a rough thing in China having two girls, right?
She had two girls, one son. My brother.
Okay.
It's very tough. She gave up her house, her job for the fine because you have to.
That's what I heard. Yeah, you get a fine for the second kid, and is it a double fine if it's a woman?
Doesn't matter if you are keeping the baby, you're
Whoa.
gonna pay fine. If you just the baby disappear, you can have another one. But
What? Wait,
Yeah.
there's a fine if you have more than one kid?
yeah, that's why I don't feel bad for you bitches getting canceled in America. I was canceled at birth because I don't have a penis.
Whoa.
So like I don't.
That's
why I don't
really
filter myself.
intense.
But like Jada is like, she was. Did you know she was laughing when
Yeah.
Will Smith slapped Chris Rock? She's literally laughing with her beautiful teeth.
Yeah, I think she's a psycho.
Condescending bitch. You
We've-
left
yeah.
the home. You left your house bald, bitch. You know you're bald.
That's oof. That.
I think we're stirring up some controversy
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
We can cut
We
this.
talk. No. We
No,
don't
we're
cut
all
anything
about it.
here.
We're all
We
about
keep
the
it all
controversy.
in.
I don't. I can't have no time for beautiful, powerful, privileged people to be sensitive about bullshit.
I agree.
There's other shits going on.
It's
People
all-
are getting murdered in the subway. You know, there's
Oh,
the
yeah.
kids are getting shot in school. Like, there's cancer patients with real cancer dying with a bald head. Then you just like makes the bald head is the worst thing can ever happen to a woman. She's supposed to be the spokesperson to be like, you can be beautiful bald because she's beautiful
agree.
bald. Instead, like, did you used to see him? I'm like, honey, Hollywood is never gonna cast a woman who's over 50 to play J.I. Jin 2. You are safe in your kitchen. Chill. It's a joke.
Do you have any vices?
Advice?
Vices like do you drink? Do you do
I
drugs? Do
I
you,
drink. I love
Some people
to
are
drink.
foodies. You know, they eat food. Like
I like champagne.
yeah.
I like oysters. I just like I like champagne. I can't
Okay.
drink too much red wine because it make me like.
I like how I was like vices. Typically, I would ask that, and people are like, yeah, I used to do cocaine and smoke cigarettes, and you're like, I like champagne and oysters, like
I drink a lot of
the
champagne.
fanciest vices. I like
I can't
that.
stop drinking champagne. If I have one bottle, I'm gonna finish it, and I'm fine. I'm just gonna go to work. Everything's fine. I'm just I don't care. People just judge me, but I get shit done.
What's your champagne of choice? Veuve?
how do I put Chandel? How do I pronounce it? Like the
Monet.
Monet.
Yeah, okay.
Cooks. You ever heard of Cooks?
What is that from the dollar
That's
store?
what I used to drink when I drank.
Oh,
Mike used to be a big drinker. He's sober now.
Yeah, I only drank champagne once a year on New Year's, and it was the worst hangover I've ever had in my life. Was from drinking Cook's champagne.
Really?
maybe
yeah.
I think Monet is better.
I think Monet's better.
And Cooks, I don't know about that one. We'll have to look that up.
My also vice is I'm a workaholic,
All right.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
and I'm a
That's a bit of a humble brag, I think. Is mine is I eat bodega sandwiches too much.
sandwich is good for you.
Yeah, well, not according to the doctor.
Or science, but
Also,
or the way I look.
I like Botox,
Really?
oh, okay.
baby Botox, because what I get is baby, like a very tiny amount. And,
Really?
but if you get a lot, you look like
You look like a Lion King.
yeah.
That's
But if you
interesting.
get a little bit and you spend a lot of money on it, I think it make you look good because it can hide my depression, and I think it's worth it.
Okay. Hey, you've gotten it a few times?
Oh, every like every 4 months, I have to go back to
Wow.
maintain
Oh
my.
shit. That's crazy.
There's a lot of things.
So you also struggle with depression.
Yeah, of course. I feel like every workaholic struggle with depression. Also, it's very hard to grow up as a girl. And when everybody told me that, oh, you got a A- at school, you were gonna be in the dumpster, but we took you back, right? Like we gave you a life, you're gonna get A-. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's the thing I'm getting. That's why like somebody's like, I have a white girlfriend. She's like, my mom's such a bitch. What's yours? I'm like, she's a cunt, but I can't talk about it. She's like, what did your mom do? She's like, she did not show up to my ballet recital twice. What did your mom do? Well, she dropped me in the dumpster, but she took me back too. She's my hero.
Oh, so that's a real story. You were a dumpster baby for a while.
I didn't stay there until the flight came, but it was.
Oh no! That's horrible.
I got canceled for this joke on TikTok. I got my TikTok back, but the joke is like, I was born in the 90s in China, one child policy.
Yeah.
My penis was missing. So my father took me to the dumpster, and then, but he was drunk, so he dropped me on the ground. My mom heard me. She said, she's ugly, but she's a fighter. Let's keep her. Wow. Then I said, meanwhile, all the other baby girls, they ended up in the dumpsters. They were taken by coyotes, hyenas, and Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, terrible.
And then everybody on TikTok, one person, I remember that person. He just says, this is a lot of hatreds, but this person said, there is no hyenas in China.
I like that. That's what he was most offended by. He goes,
like,
I do not like the fact that this is incorrect information.
Yeah, he's like, no, you can't say that.
So they shut down your TikTok?
Yeah, and I also thank God for Jewish lawyers.
Thank God
everywhere.
you got it back. Because what were you at? Were you at 1 million already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's
my
tough.
Jewish lawyers.
Yeah, so
thank
shout
you.
out to the Jews.
My beautiful Jews and all my Jewish ex-boyfriends. The reason I left you because whenever I give you a blowjob, there's the kosher floss on my teeth, the hair everywhere. That's the only reason I'm not dating Middle Eastern yet. It's not because I'm racist, because of the hair. Like
What's your favorite type of? What's your favorite race to date?
I love all of the race, but they just have to be charming and be a good narcissist to hide that they are a piece of shit.
So you
until
want
I
the
find out.
narcissist? I get that a lot.
I
from
don't
girls.
want them though, but then they always turn out to be a narcissist. I guess that's what I attract.
I think everybody's a narcissist.
I think women
That's
like
what it is.
narcissists. I think they do.
I think so.
It must be
Because
more
they
fun.
They are so charming when they wanted you, then they turn. That's why I think the best advice for dating is that make sure you are the crazier one.
I agree.
That's a good
Right?
idea.
Care less, make sure you're crazy.
Yeah.
Care less, be crazy.
Yes.
And they'll be drawn to you, and they'll just want to hang out with you. That's it.
You look like a young David Arquette.
Me?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm young like David Arquette in Scream, or
Yeah.
David Arquette in like
Scream.
Scream 5?
Scream.
I like that.
Because we met and we were talking about one movie project. He was the sweetest person ever. And I was just like, are you his brother? I was like,
I am actually, yeah. No,
It's the cop mustache.
you know what it is? I just shaved. This is a new mustache.
Also
it's a
the
new
eye.
new look.
Eye, too.
The eyes? Mm-hmm. I like that.
he's very sweet.
That's cool. So, what do you do in LA now? You're doing you run the comedy clubs. You're doing
you live in New
shows.
York now, right? You just moved to New York?
I
or?
live here for like 1 week per month.
Okay. So
I
it's
can
like back and
hustle
forth.
this market.
Smart. Smart.
Because I'm pretty. I think I really just everybody really know what I do in LA now, and in New York nobody knows who the fuck I am, and I just really wanted to just come here and figure out what I can do to I don't know. I love New York vibe, and I always believe if you make it in New York, you make it everywhere, and I understand why you motherfuckers in New York are so proud, because it's just so fucking hard here. It's hard in LA too. New York is very different. It's interesting.
Yeah. It is hard as fuck here, though.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you're living, like, I know LA's expensive, but, like, at least you get a backyard. You pay, $3,000 a month, you get a backyard, you get sun all the time. Here, you pay $4,000 a month, and it's, like, for a one-bedroom studio.
But you have free cockroaches, though.
And rats, too. So
For free?
Yeah, you don't even have to clean up after yourself.
So
the
nice.
rats eat everything. It's
That's
great.
so nice.
Yeah, it's ideal. It's
I
what
actually
was
kind
hoping
of,
for.
this is out of laziness. I do miss having mice because, like, when I drop stuff in the kitchen now, I just kick it under the stove. But when you have mice, they're going to take care of it. Now, when I leave this place, dude, there's going to be a lot of rice under that stove. I always I just sweep it under with my foot. Do you cook?
I don't have time to cook. My maid cook. She's a good cook, and she just make food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So because my mom is helping me full time with the babies, I have 2 babies. So my mom is exhausted with helping the babies. So I hired a maid to clean and cook for her, so she's not dying.
Damn.
Cool. Are you mean to your maids? Do you beat them, or what's going on with them?
It's not legal here in America.
Okay.
I'm very nice to her, because if I don't, she'll spit in my food and steal my Birkin
Good
bags.
thinking. Good thinking. Are your maids Jamaican, white?
She's Chinese.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. A lot of in New York, everyone want Jamaican nannies. That's the status.
We don't have them in LA. I think so, huh?
I don't know.
Jamaican women are gorgeous.
Oh yeah, I love
Oh my
Jamaican
God.
women. They're my favorite women, I think, to date.
I'm not gay, but like I have my Jamaican friend. They just they talk.
Beautiful. Yeah.
They talk, and then they just look around. They start singing, kind of.
That was
I'm
yeah.
tone deaf, and when I see women sing, I'm just like, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, they're very good to men. Jamaican women. They like men to be men. I used to eat at Jamaican restaurants all the time. They like to serve the man, and if you don't let them, then they get mad, and you don't want to get them mad because they're powerful women.
Oh yeah, same Chinese mom too. She will make sure everything's
Chinese moms love me.
I think
Really?
so.
Yeah, they do. I don't know
They
why.
want you to have a half bleached baby with a Chinese daughter.
You call me half bleached? I mean, I'm getting roasted on every angle here.
Because it's
Dude.
privilege. If I have a baby that's whiter than me, that's a step up in my mom's mind. But I'm like,
Yeah.
that doesn't work in America, mom. She's like, no.
Not with global climate change and all this going on. I got to go darker. I can't go any whiter.
Yeah, I mean, you can't double bleach your eyebrows.
It's illegal in many countries. You can look this up. This is not a joke. It's illegal for 2 redheads to get married in many European.
Really?
Illegal.
Why?
I haven't looked
Because
into
it
it.
got too light and the sun
Yeah,
damages the skin?
they don't like us. They want us out. It's
It's
kind of like
also-
it's like the China, with the women babies in China. It's the same. They don't want any more of us.
There are so few redheads in the world too. Like there really are not that many. That have you ever seen 2 redheads date each other? They always look like siblings.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't
so
matter.
It's not cousins. It's
They
twin.
always
They
look
are
like
twin
siblings.
in love.
Yeah.
Not good.
You're just watching 2
Am I
redheads
being
make
racist
out.
talking about redheads?
No, you're
No,
allowed.
no.
You can say anything you want about redheads. No one will come to our defense.
Okay,
That is the
I don't know
exception.
if Mike would be offended. One of my joke about Meghan Markle, she's crying in camera on Oprah. Oh my God, the palace they were concerned about my baby's skin color. I was like, bitch, of course they are concerned. You married a ginger.
Oh, she reversed it on him. She got him.
Dude, you barely have red hair though. You are
You don't-
blonde,
you're
man.
Yeah, she thought I was
you are
blonde.
a strawberry
You are
blonde.
blonde.
Yeah, I guess
You
you
are
call
not
it strawberry.
red.
I used
Red
to be.
is
I
red.
used to be redder when I was younger. As I get older,
Oh,
it
thank God you
changes.
grew out of it.
Then God said that no.
Enough is enough. He
Enough
gave me
is
a
enough.
break.
He has good fashion. He's wearing linen pants. He's strawberry blonde.
I mean, the fact that you noticed that they were linen is just
I can
it's
tell.
putting me over the top. I
I
just
can tell. I can see.
see
money
that's because
and
she's from the
taste.
higher classes, not from Long Island high class, where you
Listen.
guys are just.
Listen, I knew as soon as you started mentioning selling your Birkin bags that we were among high
Dude, what's a
society.
Birkin bag for guys like me that don't know?
If you sell a Birkin, if you sell the real, the real is
Yeah.
like the store they have second hand. They are care about the ocean and the turtles. That's why I feel I'm so angry when people tell me that don't use plastic straw. You should not use plastic straw because they kill the turtle when they were babies. Turtle soup is only good when it's 100 years old,
Oh, so have you had turtle soup?
I never had one. It's a joke. But what else I was saying? We were talking about the Birkin bag.
Birkin bags, yeah.
So on real, I want my bag would be if I sell it for 10 grand, I can sell it for 10 grand because my body is 19 or 18. But when you have the tag and
wait,
everything,
you bought it for 19 grand?
Yeah, but
That's
if you
so expensive.
But if you sell it without the tag, everything is 8 grand. With everything attached, it would be 12 grand. You can still sell it. And I have to pay the rent, pandemic rent. I have no.
Yeah.
And my ex-husband was like, "You're gonna fail." So I know he's like, "Just close it. You don't need it. I just want to make sure I can maintain it until the pandemic is over. So I can't ask money. I just have to figure it out. So I just sold my bags.
How long were you married for?
Too long. 4 years.
4 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Too long.
That's 4 years I can never get back.
That's a classic answer for someone who's been
That's
divorced.
like that. That's
too
like
long.
That's like a LA 4 years is like they're like that's 2 years over
Yeah,
the
look at my
limit.
face now. That's the look of defeated. If I didn't have this 4 years, I'll still be happy and
Young and sprightly.
Yeah. Yeah, but now you just see the old, used, abused, bitter bitch.
This is my divorced face.
Yeah, that's my divorced face.
That's
Where'd you meet the guy in America?
In China, in
Arranged
Shanghai,
deal,
it's like a Shanghai Film Festival. We were supposed to have a coffee, and then I found out he has 2 yachts. I'm like, yeah, we can have more than coffee. Then we just had champagne, and then we just went to 5 dates, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm single. No, I wasn't. But
You
whatever.
weren't?
I was in a separation.
classic. 2 yachts makes everybody single.
Then
Yeah.
he's like, actually, I own the whole yacht club. I'm like, oh.
Listen, 2 yachts would make me single.
But the thing
okay?
is, there's something doesn't add up. He's very handsome. He's really handsome.
Yeah.
And he's wealthy. I didn't know he's a psycho. So I just forgot that he could be a psycho. Then he's,
I feel like the chance of you being a psycho when you own multiple yachts goes up dramatically.
There's definitely a bell curve.
Like if you're gonna be like a guy like me, you can't be that much. I could be like a subway psycho. That's like where they'll allow me. Other than that, they're like this guy.
I think we will still be together if he's bald with a belly. But
oh, so you like a fat dude?
I don't into it. But if he's that, he'll be a nicer person, I guess. Because he's
okay, I hear ya.
he's so
Smart.
superficial. He's always like, his hair is perfect. He's always working out, and he's like, very handsome. I'm like, I didn't know what's going on until he started calling me fat bitch every day. I'm like, oh.
See, that's the problem. That's the
What?
problem. These guys
Yo.
looking for skinny. You don't want a skinny woman.
crazy.
Skinny woman does she's always her nerves are getting at her. You want a woman. Women are supposed to have some fat on them,
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
The way
Listen, hey, I'm not going to make any comments about women's bodies on
I
this
love
podcast.
women,
I tend to, when Mike starts talking about that, I tend to get quiet.
Yeah, but here's my thing. I always feel like this. Like in a relationship, any girl that I'm in a relationship with, I give them 60 pounds to gain. I'm like, you got 60 pounds, babe. Put it on. And then after that, we'll talk. But you got 60. Do you think that's a fair number?
So we can trap them.
You're very
Oh, yeah. I feel
generous,
like that
Mike.
makes them, they're more likely to stay at home. They're slower, right?
That's
They're
very
more
smart.
jolly. I like a jolly woman, they can take it more. These skinny girls, they got, their nerves are on Xanax. It's not easy.
Do you know anybody who looks like Mrs. Claus? Because that's who Mike is looking for. Just old, white hair.
No, I don't like white
Makes
women, though. She
presents.
got to be black.
Mrs. Claus,
Yeah, like Santa
So
Claus.
you want
Santa
a-
Claus's wife.
Medea.
Medea's a man, I think. Isn't that the guy
Well,
who dresses
no,
up
technically it's
Medea
Tyler Perry.
is so
but
cool.
Medea is a female character played by Tyler Perry.
Of Mr. Claus.
He'd be on the front line in my radical feminism plan.
Tyler Perry?
Yeah.
Why, dude? He's a great.
I know. I'm giving him the opportunity to become a hero on the war, the eventual war.
Oh God. I want to get away for a second, but Mike, you were telling me a story before, and I said save it for the pod. Because Mike, as we've talked about, he used to be a bit of a degenerate, a bit of a wild man in his young days. Can you tell that's
young?
No.
how
yeah.
old do you think he is?
32.
Wow.
We'll go with 32. We're not.
How old
they've
do you think
already.
I am?
29.
This girl's a charmer.
I'm sorry. You're
She's a
charming.
charmer.
I think
Really?
you're doing this intentionally. I'm 33.
Yeah, she'll charm
and
the
Mike
pants off.
I can't
is Mike is how old?
She's a charmer.
How old are you? Seriously. Over 35?
Yes.
I don't
How
see
old?
that.
Say it.
That's 32, I think.
I already told him I'm 41.
Right?
Oh my God, he's the only ginger that Sam forgives.
Some would say too old to be doing a podcast.
Really?
No,
Fuck
I'm
that
fucking
person.
that. Yeah.
That person is a loser who's so jealous of you guys because he's a
I
lazy
don't
bitch.
follow any of the.
We got a comment on TikTok where it was like we had a clip do pretty well, and then some chick was like, the podcast craze is the podcast boom. I'm sick of seeing all these middle-aged men doing podcasts, and I was like, middle-aged? Who the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my God.
I was so mad.
Order her a vibrator from Amazon. Overnight delivery. She needs it.
I will. But Mike, can you tell that story? You were talking about, it was something with when you were younger and your buddies, you were trying to get weed. You've told these stories before. It was your buddy that you've talked about on this pod before, and you were trying to get weed, and you were like, I don't even know if it's funny, but it was like a scary the things we would go through to get weed.
You meet like the shadiest people. So we were hanging out by a lake, right?
Lake?
And we were fishing. Me and my buddy that I was talking about on the podcast, Jake, we were fishing. So this lady who was legit middle-aged, she rolls up with this, just the whole crew's shady, white trash type lady. She rolls up with this dude, and they just have like a cooler of beers. It was like, I think we were fishing for fish. They were fishing for kids. And they showed up with some beers, and they offered us beers. And I think we weren't drinking at that age, really. Like we weren't.
How old was this? How old are you?
We were like 12, 13. And we probably would drink.
Like 8th grade.
But we would drink we weren't going to drink on a weekday fishing. Maybe if it was Friday night. And we were like, no, can you get us weed? And I think she's like, oh, of course we can get her weed. And we like hung out with her. It was mad shady. She was crazy. And she invited us up to her apartment. And then, dude, we're hanging out with like 45-year-old people. And I remember it was bad. I remember I used the bathroom and I looked and she had all these like psych meds. I'm like, this bitch is crazy. Let's get out of here. And something happened, or I don't remember if someone took something or it didn't go right. So she ended up kidnapping one of my friends.
Wait, what?
At knife point. And that's what he said anyway. I wasn't in the car. But she had him in the car. Like we lived in this complex. So she was rolling around. She had our buddy trapped in the car. They were screaming at us. And at the end of the day, dude, all we wanted to do was get a little bit of weed. And now our buddy's kidnapped. We got him back. Everything was fine. But those were like the situations that the youth don't deal with now. They just go to a bodega and buy weed.
That's the coolest thing.
Like
I
we
think
were
just to see is
I think we were being
movie.
I think they were trying to molest
Down the
us.
hill and all of like the kids who just
Crazy.
Yeah, they were probably trying to either molest us or sell us on the black market or something. It's
I
like
think something evil.
yeah.
Dude, that's, yeah.
Wow.
They don't show up and want to hang out. 50-year-olds don't want to hang out with 12-year-olds unless there's something nefarious going on.
Now, in your notoriously, you don't smoke weed. You just
I
none of
smoked
that.
some weed. It just got me sleepy, and I can't do edible. I never do the right amount. I just
Me neither.
I
just
think
end up
we're in the
throwing
same
up.
club, sister.
I just end up throwing up. I like to. Whenever my friend who smokes cigarettes is standing next to me, I always borrow one and smoke, and then they just be like, "Bitch, you can't do that." I'm like, "You are doing it." Then I don't smoke when I don't have one. But when I ever see somebody smoking a cigarette, I can't have one. So I'm that kind of smoking cigarette. And I just don't judge people. That's the thing about me. I don't judge people. If you don't judge me for being a boring bitch, don't do coke. I can't judge you for doing coke, Some people are like, oh, you can't do that. I'm like, yes, they can, bitch. I can't stand people who's judgmental.
So you're
Can't.
pro coke.
I never did coke before. I'll never do it because I have 2 kids and I have no child support. So I have to focus. But if I ever made it...
No, we're very against coke on the Sea Otter Town Hall podcast.
Listen, I've never done it, and
never
at this
done it.
point, I was always too scared to do it as a kid, and now I've reached an age where I'm like, I'm not going to start doing cocaine at 33, when now
Yeah.
there's fentanyl in it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to start taking
Absolutely.
risks
Absolutely.
in the bathroom of a comedy
Dude,
club.
it's high risk, low reward.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, like imagine one time you got it fucked up, like how we eat a big brownie and we start vomiting, and people saw that it's over. Your career is over. You are the drug head who was doing drug at Comedy Cellar. That's the end of your story.
Exactly. Holy shit. I can't. Yeah, that's not what you want. It's not ideal. I like to have a good time, but I have plenty of a good time without coke. I don't need coke to have fun.
It's not fun.
I don't know what happens after you take coke.
You get very amped. It depends on the person. Some people get quiet, but a lot of people get amped up.
Yeah, you talk about all the businesses you want to start.
Yeah,
and,
a lot of Bitcoin
But
talk.
that's me without coke.
Yeah, exactly. That's I get animated without coke.
I don't need a
imagine.
coke to be like a workaholic.
Yeah, I
and
feel like
the
I would just have a panic attack.
Egomaniac.
Yeah.
You got a big ego, huh?
I said no, I wasn't. Then I'm very sad. Then I just got emotional. And last night at Jeffrey's podcast, I said, I was an Asian Beyonce. I love my tiny eyes. I'm happy. I'm sexy. I love myself. Don't tell me I'm ugly. That's what I did. She's like,
you did that on a podcast?
because we were talking about like people asked me to go back to China because my eyes are tiny. He asked me what I think. I'm like, I was very depressed. I was sad. Then
That's
all of a
fucked up.
sudden,
That
I
happens?
was drinking coffee. I just start screaming. I'm an Asian Beyonce. I'm sexy. I love myself. Look at my boobs. Are you blind? That's
Asian women, super hot. I don't know why anyone ever says
I
that.
just said that.
That's
so
what
I feel
American
like
women
that's
try to
people
do with
doing
their
cocaine,
eyes.
Right? That's some cocaine shit.
That's some cocaine shit.
Yeah, so I guess
that's what you can't have. Yeah, you should have warned me before I gave you all that coffee.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I am crazy enough and
That's how I feel.
maniac enough without coke, and I don't know what will happen to me. I'll become probably Tom Cruise after.
Yeah, jumping on
Gonna
the
become,
couch.
what's that group he's involved with? Scientology?
Scientology. Yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
what a scam that is. Huh?
That's why I shaved my mustache though for Tom Cruise.
He's
Top Gun.
he just the way he work is just really, I admire how serious, how much he devote into his work, like for not Scientology but his movie.
Yeah,
He's very intense, I've heard. Tom does not like slackers.
He does his own
That's
stunts.
why it's good.
And in Top Gun, which by the time this comes out, people probably won't be talking about the movie anymore. But dude, they filmed everything in the actual jets. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. They literally, like, all the guys, like, he brought them through a whole training program that Tom set up. I watched an interview about this, and they all, like, were in the F-18s. They were all fucking, like, flying around. Yeah, like, legit. They sat in the back seat. Wow. The Navy pilot sat in the front, and they set the cameras so it looks like they're actually flying when they're doing all that shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Wow, I admire his work ethic. I admire some hardworking motherfucker, and he's one of those. And his discipline with his look, he still look gorgeous at this fucking age.
60 years old.
Yeah, I have nothing. I really just admire, but he has other bullshit. But yeah.
Also, a very important thing: 5'6", perfect height for a man. I've heard.
No way, dude.
No,
Too
he's
short.
5'6".
Is he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's 5'6".
But he just behave like he's 6'2",
Yeah.
He's got the ego.
Are you a height lady? You like 6'2" guys? You like what's going on? You like
No.
This is an interesting question. Are you a heightist?
Yeah,
No.
you a heightist.
Because
No,
a lot
I'm
of
not.
women today are heightists that we found out online.
Well, I'll get some drafts for them. I don't. I just think a charming, hardworking, sexy man is a sexy man who's charming and handsome. They don't have to be 8 feet tall. It doesn't
Amen.
have to be that
Yeah,
way.
I feel like eight's too much.
8 is too much.
No, like
Eight's enough.
Shaq's not even
some
8 foot
people
tall.
like it has to be 6 feet. I'm like, I don't care. I mean, 5'6" above, I think.
5'6" and above.
Yeah.
Just made the cut.
Sorry,
baby.
Mike. 5'5" for you.
I'm 5'6", man. We
He's
measured.
5'6".
They measured me with a tape on the show.
See,
How do you
5'6"
feel about that?
5'6" is taller than Rogan.
Okay. How do you feel about this? They measured me with a measuring tape on the show.
Yeah,
do you
we
feel
did.
that that's degrading?
Well, now it's like him. Like my ass is real, bitches.
Yeah,
Like
listen.
I made the cut. I'm Tom Cruise, A-list Hollywood megastar head bitch.
Yeah, dude. You and Tom Cruise, about the only thing you guys have in common is the fact that you're both 5'6".
And we're intense
That's good.
in different ways.
Yeah, both very intense.
Yeah, very
I
intense.
think he's the biggest star in Hollywood commercially
Probably, right?
He's very big.
for a
Especially
long time.
Internationally. I think he's
exactly.
huge
Yeah.
internationally.
Because Brad Pitt is banned in China
Is he really?
because he did this movie called 10 Years in Tibet. No, what, like a 7.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
That's
about.
a bad movie. So yeah, but Tom Cruise is super commercial all over the world.
Yeah. Brad Pitt's the best. I think he's
I
one
love
of the
him.
best in Hollywood.
Brad Pitt, are you single? I had a dream about Brad Pitt, and I posted a TikTok, and then it got banned.
Why? Because you asked if Brad Pitt was single?
No, I had a dream last night. Brad Pitt came over to my house, and I'm a big fan, but he's like, "Hi, Jiaoying, I saw your videos. I think you're funny. Can we talk?" I'm like, "No, shut the fuck up. I don't have time to talk to you because the pussy's not gonna eat itself. You are so gorgeous. I don't want to talk to you. Let's just have sex, and bye. I can't look at a person who's so pretty, to talk. We don't have a conversation. I don't want a connection. Just have sex and just I can tell people we had sex.
Cold-hearted business sex.
And
Yeah.
you got banned for that.
Yeah, they canceled. They banned video.
They deleted
hate
the video?
Speech.
Hate speech.
That's a love speech.
Do you got any favorite? Do you have any favorite? Was there any comedian you liked, male, female? You're like, this person I think is so funny.
I'm telling you, I love Bill Burr so much, and
Bill
he
Burr,
is
okay,
your
cool.
ginger club. I was in the hallway. I was in the hallway at the comedy store. Bill was actually talking to me about China because he was talking about China, and we were actually having a conversation. But I was very drunk, so the bouncer just like took me away from Bill. Bill was like, okay. Then he's like, he's like, you're gonna throw up on his face. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna. He's like, you are gonna throw up all over him. I'm like, I did not throw up. What the fuck?
I would
so
say
bad.
that I believed you, but you did also throw up right when you walked in my apartment today.
Yeah. So you puke a lot.
You're making a tough case against yourself.
Oh my God.
As someone who's like
Oh my
trying to
God.
put in that you never throw up, you did throw up within 5 seconds of coming in here.
I don't know why.
Listen.
Dude, what if after this podcast that we find out that she's American born and this is all an act? Right? And she's
hey,
just
who knows?
she's just
Speak
punking
no good
all of
English.
us. I bet you she's punking us. She'll be back in LA. We'll see her podcast
Oh my
and she'll be like, I was
God.
with these dumb white idiots.
The easy boy and the London boy, they're like, this thing.
Wait, what'd you call him? Easy Boy?
The shoes.
Oh, the Yeezy
No, that's
boy,
his
yeah.
new. That's his new name, Easy Boy.
That's actually a great name.
Cute,
I would-
right? The easy boy and the
Yeah.
London pan, they think I was like from China. So
She's like, what a fucking,
so adorable, so sweet.
what a bunch of
Oh my
idiots.
God, they're like think I'm from China.
All right. So when I come to LA, can I perform at your clubs?
Jesus, Mike, this is
Anytime.
not
Anytime.
Anytime. This
a
is the
booking
perfect time.
fucking
It's the
session.
high pressure situation. She'll.
People are not.
Oh, I have a lot of shows and I also pay the rent and I
Yeah, she
decide.
pays the
I
bills,
make
baby.
I make the decision.
This is America.
Listen, I apologize on behalf of Mike. This is not the time or the place. People don't want to hear this.
Dude, you used to
Easy
try.
and
You,
London can double headline.
yeah, he used to try to make brunch plans with people because he knew they'd say no, so he'd put them on live on the air.
Yeah,
He's
that's
like,
way
hey, you
more
coming
fun
to brunch?
though. I do, absolutely.
He's a
I'd be
big
like,
he's a big brunch guy.
I love
Brunch is
brunch.
very LA.
Do you like
Yeah.
brunch?
I
What's
just
your
had
order?
brunch.
Order brunch right now for the people. What do you like to eat?
The heavy Jewish influence because I'm Jewish by injection. So
Whoa.
I eat lox, I eat capers.
I love that.
Cream cheese. I hate cheese, but cream cheese, I just put it on there so it looks like I'm American. And then I love the bagel. All things bagel.
Everything?
Yeah, everything
Oh,
bagel.
yeah,
all
yeah,
things
yeah.
comedy is Bill Burr's comedy thing. So I'm like obsessed
I
with
like
my
that.
idol.
All Things Bagel. That sounds like a good name for a bagel shop.
Right?
All Things Bagel.
All
Yes.
things bagel and
Bagels,
everything comedy.
Yeah. Oh, bagel
that
sponsor
rhymes.
Yeah.
sponsor Sea Otter Boys. They need it because the bagel thing. All things bagel.
I will say what you said before we started recording. You said, I feel like I'm sitting on the couch in Microsoft in the garage
Yeah.
before it blew up. I'm going to think about that forever. I'm going
Yeah.
to put that as a quote as
Yeah.
one of our pods.
Sea Otter is a good name, guys.
It's not bad.
We might have to change it, but that's all right.
Just because we don't think it describes what the podcast is, it's crazy story. So we're thinking about rebranding to something, but everything's taken. That's why we call
Sea Otter
it
is crazy.
Sea Otter Town Hall. It's, it doesn't
Sea
make
Otter
sense.
sounds crazy. I would never eat a sea otter.
Me neither.
I don't think you could. It's not easy to find sea otter.
They're so
Not even
adorable.
at Whole Foods.
They're such a cute animal. I don't think people would eat.
Are
sea
you?
otters.
Do you eat meat? Are you vegetarian or anything?
I eat meat all day.
Good. That's what we like. We I'm a meat eater. I like steak. I like burgers.
Yeah,
ribs.
we're gonna have Korean barbecue in LA.
Oh,
yeah.
I would
Yes.
love
Oh
that.
yes, I love the food in LA. I love
Listen,
it.
I love that we're making plans now. We're
Yeah.
coming out. We're doing shows. We're eating Korean barbecue.
Well, now I have an excuse to go to LA, and while I'm in
Yes.
LA, I'll be tracking down
You can.
a guy you don't know, but we talk about a lot on the podcast. My
Oh.
buddy Jake
Which one? What's the last name?
Roseneuer. We're looking for him. He
Oh, you just for the first time said his last name. Now people are gonna know.
yeah. Well, we're looking for him. So hit us up on Insta if you know where he is.
Do you have any more stories?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
That you can tell Joe.
Okay, so
Jiaoying?
Jake and me grew up together. We were like best buddies, and
And what happened?
well, no, we're grown ups, so he's in jail. But
he went to jail for blowing up ATMs. It was a big situation.
yeah, and he used to light dumpsters on fire. Thank God he wasn't in China when you were, disposed of in a dumpster.
Jesus.
Oh wow!
But we're glad you got out, and you're looking great. But anyway, let's move on.
Thank you, Dr. Lee from Beverly Hills.
Yes.
Someone who just turned on the episode and didn't know the context of the earlier story is going to be like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're gonna be clipped up on CNN with this one.
Yeah.
They're like local racist is threatening
No,
everybody.
you are in New York. You are global, baby.
I'm global, yes.
You are not local.
Global
So-
racist Mike Kerrigan.
All right, so one of Jake's hustles was he was the beer dealer. Even when we were younger, he'd sell to like almost the whole high school, except for maybe the seniors because they could always get their beer.
Yeah.
So he would we'd always be dealing with dude, shady criminals to get it. We'd be at they dropped me off at a housing project because there's no room, and they'd have to bring the person to get the beer. So for whatever reason, the 30 packs were in his bedroom, and I think his mom was on to us. And we couldn't get her out of the house. She knew. She's like, they're not getting those 30s out. So we had to come up with a scheme. So what he did,
I'm sorry, I just got triggered by that.
yeah, she's Russian. So she's a Russian mom. Very funny, very like talks trash to us. You know what I mean? She's like, you guys aren't men. You know what I mean? She'd be like, make fun of your dick size and everything. And so
I would go to jail if my mom was like that.
yeah, she knew we couldn't get him out. So what he did is he's tied together all his dress shirts, and we were like 2 or 3 stories up, and we were lowering 30 packs out his window. It was like some sort of like scheme. And dude, we got him out. We made it. His thing was like, it was like like the A-team. He always got the job done. I mean, he ripped off a lot of people, but you got your beer. And that was the thing. Buck-a-brew was his style. That was his thing. Buck-a-brew, Buck-a-brew.
Buck-a-brew, like $1 a brew, like he was selling beers?
Yeah, and he'd be haggling. You know what I mean? People would be screaming at him like, dude, he'd rip, because he's ripping, like, he's ripping people off. Like, dude, you ripped my sister off, you ripped someone off. So he'd always be like, when he'd come to a party, he'd just be like, total madness. You know what I mean? You'd just see him yelling. He'd start fights, and there'd be like a brawl, and you'd just see him crawling out, and everyone else is still punching each other. He was a Russian kid. He was very, very good at avoiding trouble.
I can't wait. Every time we post a clip about him, we have now a fan base who just wants to hear about Jake, and they want him on the pod real bad.
Jake sounds like a bad bitch.
I think he's in jail now for selling that truck. He got a U-Haul truck, and then he roller painted it, and he sold it. He's like, yeah, no, this is my truck. And like, it was an undercover cop. And they're like, you're going
That would
to
be
jail.
totally legal in Russia. I feel bad.
He lives in that area. You're from LA, so he lives in or he was in that area. A lot of Armenians are. What do you call that area?
Oh my God, Glendale.
Yeah, Glendale.
That's where you can buy a disabled parking thing. You can get
Oh, like a handicap parking thing.
Yeah.
So you
It's
drive.
only
What do you
$500.
drive?
a Tesla.
Dude, you're big time.
Yeah, nannies, maids, Teslas. You're rolling in.
But I don't trust the AI
killing
driving because I think I'm a better driver.
Did you say the AA?
The AI.
Oh, okay. The Yeah, I don't even know.
Have you ever tried it? Have you ever used it?
No, I wouldn't because there's 5 people died in China, having the car drive itself.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like nobody's
Using
died here in the United States, though.
I wouldn't know anything about it because the most modern car I've driven is I drive 1999 Camrys almost strictly.
Well, what's the AI like in the Camry?
The Camry,
The 1999 Camry.
bro, my cars don't. I can't get a speeding ticket because they don't go over 60 miles an hour. The engine won't allow it.
The AI in a Camry is just the presets on the radio.
Yeah,
That's it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I love the radio. Oh, do you like
What
music?
a weird comment.
I love
to make.
music. I can't sing, but I'm a huge music fan. I'm an old school girl. I like Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett, the Beatles.
Okay.
I love the Beatles. One of the best. People say they're overrated. So good. I got into the Beatles during the pandemic because I watched that movie yesterday.
Oh.
So good. Which is not how you're supposed to get into a band. Like I knew their music, and then I watched the movie yesterday, and I was like, "Holy shit! I love the Beatles."
I love the Beatles.
I like the Beatles.
I'm an old school bitch.
Yeah.
You know who I think is overrated? Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
You know why you hear a lot about Elvis, dude? They never play his music. It must not be that good.
I don't think it is. I think it's like 50s. 50s
I think
rock.
he was like also it was more like a sex symbol thing. So
He
the
was-
music
yeah.
wasn't as good as the sex symbol stuff.
I like his music, but he make me very sad. Whenever I listen to it, it just got really sentimental and sad. I couldn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Couldn't
I can hear that.
It's very beautiful. It's just too sad.
He lived a very sad life, really.
Died on the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You know why? Because that's where you have a heart attack because you're pushing.
What? Oh yeah, because he was taking pills and stuff.
Constipated.
Right? Constipated.
Too many pills. The sleeping pills, the Bitram make you constipated, right?
It's
It
the
does.
opiates.
Yeah.
Opiates, yeah,
So he was
opiates.
trying to push on the toilet and gave himself a heart attack.
Oh my god.
It's fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So sad.
Which is sad. When I was younger and I heard that he had a heart attack on the toilet, I remember I used to think it was just because he was eating too many of those was the fried peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Oh.
Yeah, peanut butter.
Sure.
No, yeah, peanut butter and
People conveniently leave
bananas.
out that it was because he was on a massive amount of barbiturates.
Yeah.
And he was constipated, taking drugs, probably coke to balance it out and all that kind of stuff. But damn.
All right, how we doing on time?
We're almost at an hour, but we got some time. How you doing? How you feeling?
Let her drink the coffee. She's gonna come out of this coffee sip in some sort of a rage.
Oh shit! Did I just ruin it again?
Nope.
No, you're good.
It's good. I got the cans on, so.
So you got anything you
good.
want to plug? Any shows coming up?
Yes. On Friday, I have a show at the White Side Comedy Club. 8 p.m. Please come to see me in New York. That's my last show in New York, and I'm in San Diego June 23rd, and I am in Florida, Naples, off the hook, July 19th and 20th.
Okay. I think this is going to come out, actually, we're recording this back in June, but spoiler, we have a little bit of a backlog, so I think this is coming out June 6th.
Nice.
July 6th.
Oh,
That's that Wednesday?
July 6th, Naples, Florida. I will be with the sugar daddies and diabetes daddies in Florida. Buy me a drink and come out to see me.
Hell yeah.
Dude, the sugar daddies are gonna be flocking to you.
I said, how about the diabetes daddies?
Yeah, I don't know about those guys.
That's a big win. The diabetes daddies.
Oh, they are the cutest one. They just so cute.
They're always.
I think you just like them because they're weaker, and she's like, yeah, these guys aren't gonna put much of a fight up. You just take their money. But you're already rich. You don't need their money.
They can't afford me.
Yeah, I mean, fucking Birkin bags over here. You
I
know,
would
no
be like,
way.
Like, oh, my mortgage is like, I'm like, you have a mortgage? Ew. You don't buy with cash? You don't buy a house with cash? Why do like, I have you bragging with me like, oh, my mortgage is like a $4,000 because my house. I'm like, you have a mortgage? Ew.
I don't even know what a mortgage is.
Why would you have mortgage? We buy cash.
Yeah, I don't have a mortgage, but for a totally different reason than you don't have a mortgage. You've paid yours off. I just
we should do that as a clip. We'll do a hidden camera and have me walk into the bank and try to get a mortgage with my credentials, bro.
Jesus. They'll be like, what is...
I don't even exist on paper, which is the way I like it.
I mean, that's
I have guys, like, I take you out to
Red Lobster, right?
Cheesecake Factory.
Oh.
You ever been to Red Lobster?
I drove by there. Many times.
I have a question. Have you gone on any really bad dates?
Yes.
Like since you've been living here in either LA or New York?
I didn't have any money when I came to college in Kentucky. I was working as a waiter because my family was not wanting me to come to study at all. So I didn't have any money, and I go on. I think I go on date in Kentucky. One date, it was very weird.
What did you guys do?
So my roommate was a stripper. She turned into a stripper. Her husband wanted her to become a stripper. She became a stripper. And then one of the guys, I came to pick her up, and one of the guys that was just a customer at stripper club said that he wanted to have lunch with me.
Oh, dude,
didn't work out.
He was trying to make you a stripper, probably.
I know, and then he stole my wallet.
He stole your wallet?
Yeah.
Dude, that is a bad date.
From a cafeteria in school.
That's
I paid for it.
Wait,
he let me pay first. When I went to the bathroom, he took my wallet.
He brought you to a date in a cafeteria?
In University of Kentucky cafeteria.
Dude, that
and
is
I pay for it
disgusting.
because I have an employee discount. And he waited for me to pay for the sandwich, and then he took my wallet when I went to the bathroom.
Oh my God.
Then I said, I texted him, like, where's my wallet? He's like, oh, I'm coming, but I have a flat tire.
Did you give it back?
No.
Oh my God. What was his name? Out him on the pod.
I don't remember, but he's
damn.
blonde.
Was it Mike?
No, because if you know one thing about me, I hate buffet food and I hate cafeteria food. Hate it.
That's such a weird thing for you to hate.
It's so gross.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's sad. It's a bad date.
Damn.
Yeah.
That might be the worst. Any bad dates in LA?
And
I feel
everything
like,
I say, he goes, "Huh? What did you say?" Because he didn't speak. I don't speak English. You know, I mean, I don't speak it now. Imagine my English 10 years ago. So he's like, ah. So we didn't really have a conversation.
I like how you're loud. I like that in a woman. Loud, like screaming. I bet you when you get mad, you put a guy in check.
Yeah,
You hit, don't you?
Not often.
Okay, all right, that's good.
that's
Do
frightening.
you throw stuff?
I don't because they cost money. They're
Your
expensive.
stuff's too expensive to throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, you nick a Birkin bag. That's gonna be. About
I say things
50%
that's
off.
really like I say things that's not a lot of dirty word in there, but make a man feel like they should just like, oh fuck, just like, oh, wow.
That definitely scares me a lot. I feel like
I'm like,
women in
oh.
particular do a great
People
job
are mean
of
to me.
getting right into your insecurities and being like, yeah, why don't you and your short fucking fingers go for a walk? And you're like, oh, what?
Yeah,
What the fuck? And you just make like little fists and go outside. Like,
All
wow,
right.
that's sad. Yeah, we do typically about an hour, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. But how you feeling?
I'm feeling so happy.
You good? This was
meeting new
great.
friends.
Yeah,
Yes.
this was awesome. I'm really happy that you came. Before we wrap up, if you have plug your socials. I know you plugged Florida, Naples, but yeah, plug anything. Where can the people find you? And we'll get out of here.
I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Jiaoying Summers, JIAOYING, and all my shows about my tours on sale. Tickets are jiaoyingsummers.com. So happy to meet you guys.
This was
Yes,
great.
thank you for coming.
Michael.
See you on the rock!
Yes.
Oh my God!
Yes. Mike T. Kerrigan on Instagram, and that's it.
Seattle Town Hall on Instagram, Dylan Krasinski on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. These episodes are out every Wednesday. Rate, review, and subscribe. Thank you for being here. Thank you to Jiaoying. And we will see you next week, baby. Good night.
Yes.
谢谢大家。